I think we're live. Excellent. Hi, Debbie. How are you doing? Hope everything is well with everybody. Let's see who's going to come in today. I'm using some of my special. Oh, it smells so divine. I wish I could. I usually use this when I get started, my process before I do a reading. It smells divine. And I say my prayers. Let's see, what does it have? Natural essential oils. Vetiver, pine, patchouli, tea tree, black pepper, orange, and thyme essential oils. This is specifically made for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. Hi, Cece. So, this is one of those products like I tried to get made specifically so that I could put it on my website for folks to. Yeah, thank you. I love that shirt too. It's so cool. I wonder who made it for me. Hi, Cece. So, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting, right? How are you all doing? So, let me see. Well, we can shoot the breeze for another 5 minutes and then we can start the reading, right? Because I'm curious to see what the hell is going on in California, because it's obviously, it's spreading everywhere. Yeah, someone really special. I agree. And for anybody who comes in later to watch, these are the t-shirts that Debbie made for me. Let me stand up. It says, can you see what it says? Wait, there. There. Thank you. I had a little bit of no makeup, nothing today, obviously. You've seen me without makeup, etc. But I took a little bit of a nap. I was kind of wiped out, as you know, Debbie, earlier. So I was like, I need to rest a little bit. So I crashed for a good hour, and they were saying we were going to have some rains around me over here, like where I'm at. But then it all changed. We were supposed to get some rain and at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and all. Now it's all gone away. So now it says we are going to get rain at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. Then all the way tomorrow morning until 10 a.m. So I'm assuming it's going to be another crazy night tonight. I'm not trying to make faces. I'm trying to get I think my skin looks a little bit healthier. It looks a little bit, I don't feel like the tightness, how when we wash our face and all that. Sometimes the products we use strips our face of natural oils and etc. I don't see that. For the most part, my skin is pretty good. Of course, I have a few freckles and things like that. You all can see. Let me get you up close. I haven't, maybe this is too much. So I have some, it's not the world's best, but hey, I'm 58. I'm happy. I'm blessed. So what we have, we are just going to try to improve it. But the one thing, hi Joy, the one thing I do though is, thank you Joy. Thank you for showing up every time. I know you take care of your grandkids, so I do appreciate you showing up. I do the, is it derma rolling? The one with those little needle kind of thing. I used to do it regularly, like I was very strict about everything before I went on my big trip, right? And everything crashed, my hair care, whatever I was doing. So I do wash my face, I use the toning wipes, and then I put on my whatever serum I want to put on, and then I do the derma rolling. Then of course it sinks in, then I go in and put in another layer of serum, a different serum I have, and I do it. And then sometimes I just do the derma rolling, I don't put anything. while I'm doing it, but after I'm done with it, I use my Ayurvedic oils. I'm a big fan of the Ayurvedic oils. And then sometimes I don't do any serums, any nothing. I just do the derma rolling and then just put on a moisturizer. That's it. I don't do anything beyond that. I don't use a different serum for under eyes and this and that. And I don't have the patience for all that. Maybe once upon a time, but not no more. So I just dab on a little extra of the Ayurvedic oil is the bomb.com, little extra of that. And the serum, I don't bring it all the way down near my lash line, but on top here, just under my eyebrows, I put a little bit of the serum over there in the corners. That's it. I have a couple serums. One, Debbie knows what the one is, but the others, when I experiment here and there, I do it. But I double cleanse, that's for sure. I double cleanse. I use an oil to massage my face nicely to get off whatever the day's grime or makeup or whatever. If I use makeup, I use the oil twice and then go in with the face wash. But if I'm not using makeup, I just use the oil once, nicely massage it. So when I constantly am massaging, if there's any plugs or whatever, they come out. Okay? So I felt there was something over here, and then I felt like I had to, it felt like a little bump, a tiny one. So I just have been like a clogged pore type of thing. Again, for me, the issue with pores getting clogged, why my pores get clogged whenever they do, is simply because I cannot use any color corrector or concealers. If I use color correctors or concealers, my pores will clog. So I don't know whether there's something in those ingredients, some ingredient in those products, or just a consistency, because color correctors and concealers are a little more thicker than foundations, right? So I don't know. So I don't worry about it anymore. All right, it's 6:31. Let's get started. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? Welcome to the Real Tarot 1123. This is not members only? Girl, I think I did say members only. Oh, hell. Oh, I made it public. So let me see if I can go and edit it. Let me see if I can edit it. Hang on 1 minute. Let me see. Oh, there we go. Let's make it a members only. There we go. And done. Save. Okay, there. Oh, they've created another one. Oh. So, yeah. Okay, there we are. Tell me if you can see me and hear me now, because it just changed. Can you see me now? Because it's showing as members only now. Are you on the same stream? Deb, can you confirm? I hope it didn't open another stream altogether. Okay, we're good. Okay, great. So let's get started. So the question was, I was wondering, okay, what shall we do today? But it's all these riots, these big dramas happening. Look, never mind. I saw, let me backtrack really quick. I saw a really disturbing little shots on YouTube just now, just a few minutes before I started this. Some doofus McGoofus, he's like, well, I don't give a shit about California, I wish California burns down and yada yada and this, that. Yeah, Debbie's always on it, and all that stuff. And I was thinking, well, listen, California provides a lot more to the economics of the country, okay? The revenues of the country. California generates more business than the rest of the country. California produces more than 70% of, I think, I could be off in the percentage, but 70% of agricultural stuff to the country. Hi, Marisol. So here you are saying, let's burn California down. I don't give a shit, let California burn, yada yada. And I'm like, dude, like, seriously, what are you talking about? What's the thing about hating a state? That's what I don't understand. That's all part of America, right? Part of the 50 states. Why are you hating on a state? I'm a Californian. I mean, I lived in California all my life until I moved to Texas about 10 years ago, literally 10 years ago, 10 years and 3 months to be precise. I love California. I love Texas. I love California. There's something about the California weather that you cannot beat. You just cannot beat. The vibes over there, you can't beat, in my humble opinion. I travel very often to Florida, to Key West. The vibes there is completely different. I love Key West too. I love Florida, that part of Florida too. I can't say the same of the rest of the Florida because I haven't visited there as often as I have visited the Keys. So I love that there. But to say you hate a state because of this or that or the other, it's like, yeah, oh my God, get over yourself, doofus. So that's very sad, as an American, like, how do you come off saying things like that? The weather is something, man. It's any part of California, Marisol, Sonoma, you go down to San Luis Obispo, anywhere, and you Central Coast, you go down south, it's all up and down. It's just fantastic. Even Palm Springs, Palm Desert, it's just fantastic. Even if you go to places like Indio and what's the name of the city, Barstow and all that, that's all agricultural. Yeah, sure, it gets a little hot because that's more towards the desert areas kind of, but it's beautiful everywhere. I mean, so why are people being so nasty? I don't get it, right? I mean, you may disagree with the political leanings of a particular state or whether it's a red state or a blue state, that's understandable, but to say you hate it, I hope it burns down, it's like vicious. Like, so let's see what this reading says about, about all that. Oh, any part of Cali is great. So I have a question for you all. This particular video, do you think I should make it public after we are done? Because it's a general thing, it's not going to be anything different, right? Let me know in the comment section if you all think this video should be made public after the fact, or just leave it quiet for members only. Anyway, let's talk about the situation regarding California's civil unrest. Yeah, paid agitators and So Debbie says fine. So I can go back and change it and make public right now so I don't have to bother about it later. What do you say, y'all? I'll just change it, okay? Because I don't think this is well, let me get sure I don't mind. You should grow. Thank you. Thank you. Let me change it. Let me edit it one more time because I had forgotten to make it. Wait, where did it go? Members only. Let's make it public. Done. Save. There. Okay. I assume the settings have not changed for you guys, right? Okay, let's make this a public video. Thank you, members, for giving me your permission to do it because, thank you. Yeah, let's do this. So for those of you who are watching this for the first time, the non-members, please do become a member. It's not much. It's $4, something under $5. I do every Wednesdays exclusive videos for members only, except like today. This subject is such that I feel could be helpful to a lot more people than just my members. So I always ask my members, is it okay with you if I make this a public video rather than a members only? And only if they say yes, I do it. So otherwise it's exclusive. I don't publish the videos later, on the sneaky and say, oh, my members won't notice. It's been a while. Let me make it a public video. No, I don't do shit like that. I just don't. And when it's a closed members only, right, when it's specific to members only, I sometimes, time permitting, I do a 3-card read or a special for my members where they can ask personal questions as well. So some of the videos I do are very in-depth, and those videos, the information there, I don't think would be easily digested by the public at large, because there's a lot of intense information that comes, and when I do my channeling and all that stuff. So it's become a member. There's a lot to it, and of course you can cancel anytime, y'all. And for members also, I do my lucky dips, and every 3-4 months I do some fun games and giveaways and stuff like that. So help me grow the channel. Give me a thumbs up. Write your comments. Spread the word. Show me your support. I greatly appreciate it, and thank you in advance. Now, having said all of that, this is for entertainment purposes only. These are my observations, my opinions, and allegedly do your own research, do your own due diligence, and draw your own conclusions. Moving on. Struggles, strife, drama in California. Show me what's going on. We have Saturn right off. I'm telling you, man, this is like heavy Mars right off the bat. Are we surprised? Not at all. And then we have Gemini, wishy-washy. You see, right off the bat, we have these energies popping up. Like, ooh. Oh no, did this card tear? How did that happen? Oh no. Oh no, it's not. Yeah, when I first got this deck, right? This deck, you know, it's just 22 cards. I was so mad. I was like, this is ridiculous. I don't like it. I'm going to say, what is this? What is this deck? What is this? And I paid some good money for this deck. I was like, I don't like it. I'm going to send it back. And then I had a month to send it back, and then I sat on it and I was like, oh, this card is nothing. And then I started using it and I was like, oh, wow, okay, I'm keeping it. California, show me, no? All right, we have the Chariot card, not surprised. We have the Wheel card, not surprised, one more. And when we have the Moon card, ow, not at all surprised. So the Chariot is a Cancer card, right? And the United States is sun sign is Cancer. So here we have Saturn, and then we have Cancer, which is the Chariot card, which is driving, and then we have Mars, which rules Aries and Scorpio, and below that we have the World card, and the World card is again a Saturnian card. Then we have Gemini, which is Mercury, and at the behind of it we have the Moon card, which is a Pisces card. So when you look at this spread in and unto itself right here at the moment, it's very understandable. The restrictiveness, the limitations imposed, the trying to suppress, trying to show dominance over, is definitely coming from the central government, right? We are obviously aware of it. But here's the thing. Now, the Chariot card says protection, suppressed emotions, having the fortitude to be able to balance, things. So, are they going to be successful? Is the central government going to be successful in suppressing all these insurgencies or whatever you call it, riots in California? I don't think so, because it's going to get bigger. And the reason it's going to get bigger is because we have Mars, and then we have the World card. It's going to get bigger, and it's going to spread outward, as we've seen. Case in point, right? I think I read in the news that there was some drama going on in New York with the same sort of situation that's in California, and something in Texas as well. So this is actually going to go outward. It's as much as they want to restrict it, and they want to shut it down really quick and stop with all these insurgencies and all this drama, I don't think it's going to stop. I think it's going to spread to more states and cities around the country, which is very, very sad. And it's almost going to be a situation where things are going to come around full circle. Not a nice situation. Honestly, not a nice situation. Then moving on, we have Gemini, and we have the Moon card. But who's a Gemini? Oh, thank you, Marisol. I so appreciate it. Thank you. I so appreciate it. Thank you so very much for your continued support. Thank you. So we have Gemini here, and then we have the Moon card behind it. And what does the Moon card say? The Moon card is a Pisces card, right? The Moon card typically says it's talks about a lot of things under illusion, smoke and screen. Nothing is really clear. a lot of things happening behind the scenes that are not going to come up to the surface. And then you have Gemini, the president of the country, he's sitting right on top of it. So in terms of wanting to manage, wanting to control the narrative, wanting to steer the narrative in a particular direction, is clearly evident here. But I also think, right, that him coming down so hard on this. Now, is he just, look, y'all, I'll tell you this. I wasn't born in America. I'm a naturalized citizen. But I went about it the right way, correct? Like a lot of people are going about it the right way. They're staying wherever they're staying, in whichever countries. They've applied for the visas, they've applied for this, they've applied for that. And the USCIS says it's going to take 10, 15, 20 years for you to get your number up, so that your case even to come up to the forefront, so we can then process it. So imagine all these people, these are all the brains, right? All these people sitting there in these other countries waiting patiently and saying, when is my number going to come up so that I can, process? And they're doing the right thing. They have to wait for 20 years, 30 years, whatever the heck. And here you have these illegals jumping the fence and coming here, and they get it all done in a matter of like 2-3 years. Where's the justification in that? Now, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but hear me out. These are, again, my opinions. You're entitled to yours. Let me turn this a little bit, because that's making it worse. Okay. Hear me out. So, for the most part, most of the people who are jumping over the fence, it is alleged, that they are all criminals, or most of them are criminals. They are, coming from countries that high levels of poverty, they are impoverished, it's whatever. People from South America, people from, Afghanistan, from China, from some parts of Europe, from wherever, Asia, right? They're all jumping over the fence and coming here and trying their luck here. Now, for the most part, I don't know if these people have the academic, background to be able to provide from that perspective, bring something to the table to the country. Now, hold your horses. It does not mean that those who don't have academic are not of value. They are also of value. We also need those people. I'm not differentiating that, so don't twist my words. Okay? But if you look at the pros and cons, yes, we do need the people who provide the hardcore, the foundation, the labor force in America is mostly from a lot of these demographics that don't have the academia, right? But we also need a balance of the academics, the people who come with proper skill sets, etc., to add to our economy, to add to the growth of this country. There is an imbalance right now, right? Because those people are purposefully kept out for 20 years. I personally know of a couple of people who are just tired of waiting, and they said, you know what, we just decided to go to Sweden, and we applied for a job, and by chance we got it. So we went to Sweden, we applied for the job, we cancelled our whatever the USCIS application to come to the United States. We are happy in Sweden, we applied for a citizenship and we got it. Now these are the people, I'm not joking, and I'm not going to divulge their names, so believe it or not, I don't give a flip, but I personally know these people. And these are the people who are like in the medical research field, and they take home $500,000 at the very minimum in pay scale. Okay? So think about all that. Think about that kind of knowledge being brought into the country. Now there is an imbalance. We need both for a balanced economy, for a balanced country, etc. But now it's a little skewed. So that part of it, I don't know whether people think about these things or not. But I'm not dissing the ones who don't have that kind of a knowledge and come with that kind of skills. I'm not dissing them. We need them. I mean, there's nothing wrong with not having, not having that kind of academia. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. There are a lot of people who have just barely passed out of high school and even been high school dropouts and gone on to be stellar people in the economy of the countries who started great companies and been so successful. So there's nothing wrong with that either. But you get my point, right? And think about it, in California, me coming from California, I know for a fact a lot of the labor in California comes from South America. And if you're going to crush all of that, then I don't see a lot of legit citizens there going and saying, I want a job in Cali, I'll do the agricultural work and stuff. They're not willing to sweat it out over there. Does that mean we have to accommodate illegals? No, we don't. We shouldn't be accommodating illegals. My thing is, let's go about doing it the right way, and let's not have that become a strain on the finances of the nation, because people like you and me who pay our taxes, who do things the right way and everything, our money is going to maintaining all these illegals jumping across the fence and coming up. That part of it pisses me off. So yes, I've gone from one end to the other end, but this is my argument, if you will, right? I don't want to be seeing my tax money going to people, giving them cell phones, $500 a day or month or whatever, hotel accommodations to stay for free, food and clothes and everything. Like, why don't we have other things to divert those funds to? So it's a mess. It's a mess any which way you look at it. But, and also, people are, we have to say this, y'all. We have to be totally honest with ourselves, right? People are like, oh, it's the Republicans, Trump is the one who's like stopped all these people from coming across the border and this and that. Look, it has nothing to do with Trump. A lot of this border snafu has occurred during the term of a Republican president as well as a Democrat president. So let's not just blame Trump. And FYI, if you do your research, go look at the number of people that when Mr. Obama was in office, how many people did he send back? Couple million people, right? So go look at that, and he's clearly a Democrat. So nobody's bashing him about that. But now all of a sudden, because Trump is here, because Trump goes about it in a little bit more, I don't give a fuck, I'm just going to do it way. I suppose that is what rubs people the wrong way, right? So because he's like, in your face, I'm just going to do it. Whereas Obama sent a lot of people back, but he did it in a, he didn't announce, he did it in a more quieter way. But a lot of people he did send back, and he's a Democrat. So please, anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. So this is actually going to explode across the country. I do believe this violence is going to slowly start spreading to other cities, states, nationwide. And I do believe the reason why this focus, sending the National Guards and doing all of that stuff, there's something else that's behind the scenes, that's playing behind the scenes, that Trump does not want to bring to the forefront, because there's another ulterior motive, ulterior agenda as to why he's going so heavy-handed into this whole situation. So let's take a look. And I doubt if he's going to change his mind on this. It almost feels like he's digging his heels in a little further. It's going to be a while before he's like, okay, enough is enough. Let's take back the guards or whatever. So this is going to spread. Central to the issue we have here, the Mars and the World card, it is going to spread. Very unfortunate, but this violence is going to spread to other cities and states. Don't for a moment think that it's going to be only, to what extent, to the same extent, yeah, Deb, so, I gotta go change that too, Deb. Okay, hang on, Deb, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second, let me change that. Man, I've edited this so many times today. Hang on 1 second. So, let's change that, audience, okay. Okay, let me see if I can, caution, recording, comments, use live stream. Let me see if I can fix it. Where are we? Make a real playlist. Let me see. Public visibility. Yeah, I don't know how to change it now, Deb. Let me customize it. Here, I got it. Okay. Anyone, there. I made it for anyone now. There, save. Okay, Deb. Now let me know. Okay. No, thank you for bringing it to my attention. I only said viewership changes to public, but I didn't. Everybody can chat now. Okay, great. Okay. So, now maybe people can. There we go. Thank you. So, she's on top of it. Thank you. So let's take a look and see. So we have 7 of Cups, right? We have the Chariot card again. We have the 9 of Cups. We have the 5 of Swords. I'm telling you, it's going to be, this is not a one-off thing limited to California, New York, and Texas. This thing is it's unfortunate, but 7 of Swords. Six of Wands. See, one more thing I want to say, y'all, that really pisses this one out. Let me get the cards out so that I don't lose my... We have the Page of Wands. Then we have the Strength card. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a battle. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Figured that would come out. We have the 8 of Swords. There we go. We have 2 more cards. Queen of Wands and 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. So one thing I want to say that I want to bring to your attention, and this is the one thing that pisses the snot out of me. You know, all these these people who are creating all this drama and like, oh, it's illegal, you can't do this, you're breaking up. Okay, fine, whatever. But how? I'm going to use an F-bomb here. If you don't like it, click off, go somewhere else, because I don't give a flip. How fucking dare you come into any country for that matter, illegally, okay, burn the flag of the country that you're wanting to stay in, while all the while waving the flag of your country of origin. Do you get what I'm saying? And we all saw it. They come here and they burn the American flag, and then they say, oh, we want to be Americans, we want to be Americans, we want our citizenships, we are this, we are that. I'm like, fuck you and the horse you rode it on. How dare you? Right there, anybody caught burning the American flag, I say you should automatically get a sentence of deportation or hanging by your walls. Plain and simple. There, I said it. These are my opinions, y'all. Don't you dare be doing that, y'all. It's not, you go to any of those countries, okay, for example, you go to whichever country these people come from and burning the American flag. You go to their country and burn their flag, and you come and tell me what your experience will be. You'll have your ass in jail so fast, right? So why the hell is America, so why does America tolerate that? Don't come and tell me it's free speech to burn the flag of your country. That isn't free speech. That doesn't qualify. That just, to me, tells me you have no respect for the country that you're in, and you're burning its flag, and yet you are here begging and saying, oh, I want help, I was this, I was that, and life is so bad over there, and this, that, and the other. I've come here for freedom, I've come here for, happiness and peace and all that, and you're burning the American flag. I'm like, fuck you, piss off. That pisses the snot out of me. I don't think anybody has a right to, anybody should, regardless of which country you're a citizen of, you should be burning the flag of your country. It's just like, that to me is like, dude, no, like, absolutely not. You can't be doing shit like that. That's totally unacceptable to me. Like, that's the one thing that really gets me, y'all. I mean, seriously, it just gets me. I mean, think about it, y'all. They come here, they jump over the fence and they come here, they get all these handouts, and the moment the government says, wait, hold on a minute, we got to streamline this, we got to do something, voluntarily go back and, do it the right way, you'll have a chance to come back. No, they end up burning the American flag. I'm like, no, send them back right there. How many of y'all agree? How many of y'all agree to think what I just said is right? Tell me. Let's do a vote. Is it free speech to burn the flag of a country? Is it free speech? Like, I am like, anyway. That doesn't come in the free speech category, in my opinion, y'all. That's just you being an enemy from within. So Anyway, let's move on. So here we have the Seven of Cups, as I showed you. We have the Chariot card, we have the Page of Wands, and we have the Strength card. And this is right where, we have the Saturn and Chariot card up front. So I do believe, yes, there are options. Yes, there are many choices, okay? There are options and choices in terms of being able to process things differently, being able to take different actions, etc. But the issue is they will not be able to take those actions. Do they have provisions? Yes. Do they have the ability to take a different course of action, to be able to control this, to be able to mitigate this, to be able to, resolve this situation? But here we have somebody who's a Page of Wands, a younger person in the government. You can say it's Newsom or whatever, and there's a struggle. There's a struggle with the Chariot. There is clearly. So when was Newsom born? Give me 1 second. Let me just quickly get Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom. Let me just see when his birthday is. Wikipedia. Let me just see. He was born in October 10th, 67. So October, I'm not going to go into anything further than that. October 10th will give me October 10th. Where are you? Libra, right? Yeah, October 10th is Libra. So he has got some sort of a struggle of power with the central government, and it's a question of there are other options, there are other opportunities. Why don't we look at them? There's a different way of dealing with this. So there is absolutely a tug of war. So let's take a look. So Trump is a Gemini, correct? Gemini. Cancer is the second house. So yes, this is all happening in his house, meaning in his term. And then the Strength card is Leo. So 1, 2, 3, third house. Yeah, communication. Absolutely, third house. Then this guy is a Libra, and let's take a look at Cancer, Libra, 12, 11, 10th house. 10th house is profession, like-minded people, reputation, goals, occupations, environment. That's authority, controlling the wheel. And then you have 11th house for Newsom. What is the 11th house? Yeah, like-minded people, groups of friends, gains from profession. I'll tell you what, I have a feeling at the end of this whole situation that's going on, and we know a lot of people cannot stand Gavin Newsom, right? A lot of people cannot stand Gavin Newsom. I don't know why, whatever, dude, whatever. Good, bad, or the ugly, whatever that is. I believe this is actually really going to propel, Gavin Newsom to a larger stage, propel him onto a larger stage, a bigger stage. This is actually going to be a good thing for Gavin Newsom's career, the way this is looking at, because he's going to come out of this smelling a little bit better than Trump will. Okay, so people are going to say whatever cologne Gavin Newsom is using is nicer than whatever cologne Trump is using. You know what I mean? That was just a joke. But he's actually going to end up looking a little bit better, a little stronger. He is going to actually be taking control, some sort of control back, or control back to a certain extent. So that's going to be interesting to see how that rolls out. And Marisol, we will look at I will do a draw for your question. Hold your horses. Then moving on, we have Mars in the World card, right? So under Mars in the World card, we have the 9 of Cups, 5 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, and 8 of Swords. So 9 of Cups does talk about, remember I said this is going to explode beyond these couple of states where this drama is happening. It's going to move across a little bit more. And don't expect it to be limited only to a red state or only to a blue state that this drama is going to blow up. Regardless of whether it's a red or blue state, I feel like this is going to spread out a little bit more. 9 of Cups is telling me wish fulfillment for a certain group. Their intention, here, let me show you these cards. Okay? And their intentions is Nine of Cups. Let's take these two. Is creating conflict, and the conflict is actually going to propel the conflict. Creating that conflict is going to propel, going to move them with the Wheel of Fortune. It's actually going to move forward a little bit more. It's planned. Its movement is going to move forward, and it is ultimately going to put people in a situation of self-restriction. So interesting. This is, as much as it could be a win for them, it's going to put them in a restrictive state. So that restrictive state may be ultimately behind the scenes. They're kicking. What are they doing? They are cutting off their nose to spite their face, or things like that. Then we move on to Gemini and the Luna, the Moon card. Wait, right? So this is very interesting. For that we have the Seven of Swords, the Six of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. So what this is telling me, Seven of Swords, yes, it's almost going to be like a sense of betrayal and wanting to, people are going to feel like Trump has betrayed them. People are going to feel that, we agreed with the whole border situation, but this is not what we envisioned. So they are going to feel a little bit betrayed by the action Trump has taken, because there is a faction of people who believe he's gone a little overboard and he should not have done that. So that aspect is there. But then they're also happy that to a certain extent he's been victorious in terms of sending back a lot of people. Now we do have the Queen of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. So what this is telling me is, even though people are a little disappointed and say, dude, this guy is taking it a little overboard. Yeah, okay, fine, we agree, he won. He did some good things. With the Queen of Wands popping in here, it says, but we have to find a happy medium and find a creative way, self-assured way, a creative way, a absolutely positive way to handle this, because this may seem overly aggressive. Now, who's a person who's the, what is that lady's name? The gnome. What's her name? Somebody put in the comment section gnome and what her position is. Yeah, gosh. What is her name, y'all? Gnome. What is her name? I forgot her name. Oh my God, gnome. N-O-E-M, right? Christy Gnome, is that correct? Is that her? No, not her. No, the other chick who talks a lot about not Gnome. What's the other chick who's not Christy Gnome? Who's the one who's responsible for the Advocate General or something? What's the other chick's name? The blonde lady. What is Christy Noem's? What is? Christy Noem, Homeland Security. My bad. I was spazzing. Is she still there? Hi, Susie. We haven't seen you in a long time. Welcome. Gabby. No, Christy Noem is the one who is Secretary of Homeland Security, correct? Is she still in office? And guess what? Her birthday is November 30th, 1971. Yeah. Pam Bondi. What is Pam Bondi's position? What is her position in the office? Because I think this is Christy Noem, because she's November 30th. And guess what? We have a Queen of Wands. She's going to be having to make some quick decision making over here. So if Christy Noem is still, what is Pam Bondi's? Let me look at Pam Bondi. What is her position? Pam Bondi. Let me see really quick. American attorney. No, I'm talking about Christy Noem, Attorney General. So Christy, hang on. I'm getting distracted here. So she's Scorpio. Okay, let's go back. Christine Noem is a Sagittarius, y'all. November 30th, I do believe she is. So look at her popping up over here. Okay, she is going to do whatever she can to make this successful. But yeah, Pam Bondi is Attorney General and she's November 17th, I think. Libra. No, Scorpio. So Noam, I think, is going to be instrumental also in this whole situation. But there's going to be a little bit of a butting of heads between Trump and Noam. I definitely feel there is going to be a butting of heads, and he's going to give her an ultimatum. He's going to say, "Lady, you fall in line, or else you watch." He's going to. There's going to be a bit of butting of heads between Noam and on Trump, because it's like there's a clash going on over here, and behind the scenes, and he's going to tell her, "You fall in line or bugger off." There's that drama that's going to happen. But I have to say, going off subject a little bit, I have been the kind of person who never liked ice in my water ever. Just give me, prefer room temperature, but okay, cold water once in a while is fine. But I never want ice in my water. But now, since I started my peptide thingy, so bizarre, my whole palate has changed, and now I can only drink ice water. So don't ask me why. So here we go. All right. We have Six of Pentacles. Yeah, there is definitely going to be a bargaining going on now. There is going to be a whole bunch of negotiations, bargaining within the government, justice, right? A whole bunch of bargaining in terms of the court system, right? Then we have Eight of Pentacles. They're going to have to go back and reconfigure some laws. Then they'll come to an agreement. Because this is definitely going to affect the Republicans. Then we have the Two of Swords. And the final card on that is going to be the Four of Wands. Very interesting. So there's going to be some sort of a negotiation going on. Because, between the House, like the Democrats and the Republicans saying, okay, we got to figure this. This is getting a little bit out of control because there's so much drama going on. And I'm getting super hot. I'm going to turn on the fan. Oh, oh shit, damn it. Every single time. So, they are craving ice can be anemia. Oh, hi Ellen. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't chew it, but I just like ice in my water, like there's ice in this. Oh, I hope I'm not anemic. I should check. Hey Ellen, I had another question. Remember that one time you came on the show and all of a sudden we had 5 people who became members? I assumed you had paid for the membership. I just want to clarify, did you pay for those 5 memberships? Or was it YouTube automatically? I know they give out memberships sometimes. So if you paid for the memberships, thank you. But I wasn't sure because I know YouTube randomly picks sometimes and just gives out free memberships. So either way, thank you. I know, where have you been? I was wondering. Uh-oh. Well, good to see you. So I do believe there's going to be some sort of a negotiation between the government, the ruling party, the House, and also the court, right? Because the court is going to say, listen, that's what I'm saying. If you paid for it, thank you. So I appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Because Yeah, I just wanted to confirm. If you did, then thank you so much. So anyway, moving on. So the justice card here talks about, balance and decisions in courts, etc. So the court will step in. The Supreme Court. There'll be some drama going on there, and no. We got to go back and work it out. We got to go back and hash it out. We got to come to an agreement because there's more to be done. We need to fine tune this. This is kind of going out of control. We really need to go back and fix this. Otherwise, I do believe the Republican Party is going to really hurt next time around. So they're going to do their very best to try to resurrect themselves in some way, shape, or form, and ultimately they will come to a conclusion. But unfortunately, I feel the damage is done. Okay, I do believe. What? Oh my goodness, Debbie. So I do believe there is going to be a situation where, the damage is done. What do we do? How do we go about it? And then with the two swords popping up, yes, they are going to be forced to compromise and make a decision. They will absolutely have to. The ruling party will absolutely have to be, they will have to compromise and make a decision. And then you have the Four of Wands after that. So once they are pushed to that extent, yes, they may decide to compromise, and it would be a little bit more better for the country as a whole, because this is kind of getting a little out of control, right? I mean, the aggression. Now, are we going to justify it? You hear horror cases where people are going into graduation ceremonies and breaking up families and all that stuff. So I don't know. I mean, who's to say? I just saw a YouTube video, was it a YouTube or whatever, YouTube little video of this young family. They're from Mexico. This lady is around, I think, 50 something years. She has 3 grown daughters and she has granddaughters, and she's got her second husband with her, a lovely family. And the mother decided to voluntarily deport herself back to Mexico because she has been an undocumented person living in the United States for a couple of decades here now. Her kids were all born here, so obviously if her kids are in her 30s and more than 30 years, right? So they're all, she self-deported because she wants to do it the right way, but they're very upset because she's been a law-abiding citizen, hardworking person, and she's been paying her taxes. So I was just thinking for a second, well, good for her if she's been contributing to the economy of the nation. So somebody help me understand this. Legally, I don't know how this works. If you're undocumented, how do you pay taxes? Like how do you go and pay taxes if you're undocumented? So does that mean that, what does undocumented mean? Undocumented means you have no identity in this country, correct? Again, correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know. So if you don't have an identity, and if you don't have any driver's license or social security or voter's card or anything like that, then you don't have an identity. Then on what identity, or on what identity are you using to pay your taxes? So when she says she's been a law-abiding citizen, she's been a hardworking person working 16 hours a day, and she's paid her taxes, how do you pay your taxes if you're undocumented? That's my question. And it's a genuine question, I want to know. So either way, she self-deported. She went back to Mexico, somewhere in Mexico City, and they had a video of her hugging her mother and all, which is awesome, but she hasn't seen her mother for 20 years or something. Look, don't get me wrong, I'm not dissing these people. I genuinely have a question. How can an undocumented person supposedly pay taxes? Like, it's a genuine question. If somebody has an answer for that, let me know. So, in a way, I feel voluntarily deporting yourself is the right thing to do, right? If you genuinely, Pam Bondi makes those announcements, right? Is it Pam Bondi? I think, yeah, it's Pam Bondi who makes those announcements saying that voluntarily register and then voluntarily deport yourself and wait your turn. You have a better chance of winning and coming back than all that. Yeah, I'm fine for it. Wait, here we have some comment. Excellent, welcome. Who is this now? AL2448, thank you for joining us. This is the first time I've seen this name, so welcome to the Real Tarot. You say you pay for an identity. Okay. So what is that identity that facilitates and allows you to pay your taxes? I don't know, right, Joy? It's very confusing. It's very confusing to me. So just the legalities of it I'm wanting to understand. It's like, I don't know how they go about doing it. So let's move on. And we have these professional troublemakers, right? Who go and, oh my God, like what is that psycho chick's name? Greta Thunberg. Wait, I want to know what her birthday is. Let me take a look. Oh my God, Greta Thunberg. Wait. Oh shit, Greta Thunberg's net worth is estimated to be between $100,000 and $2 million as of 2025, primarily for book royalties, speaking engagements, and donations. This chick is freaking psycho in my opinion. She really is. Let's go look at her date of birth. She was born January 3rd, 2003, age 22. Look, my opinions, what, YouTube, what are you saying? YouTube is not, YouTube, you never receive the signals or whatever YouTube. No, she's not 16, I think she is 22, it says here January 3rd, 2003, right? Is that her or is that somebody else? Oh, fill out a W7. Yeah, you fill out your W7, but how, don't you have to put in a social security number in it? And do you get a social security number if you are an undocumented person? Because once you get a social security number, everything else falls into place, correct? So anyway, Greta Thunberg, she's another psycho, like a professional, whatever. I don't know why her name, you can get a ITIN to pay taxes as that. Okay, I didn't know that. Thanks, Helen. Hi, Lucinda. Thanks, Helen, for the clarification. So there are these professional, professional troublemakers, right? They want to go about causing chaos. And now I'm cold. So let's see. I don't know why I went off on a tangent on Greta Thunberg. I'll get to her she's another psycho. Freaking co. No. Yeah. Okay. Four of Pentacles. It is the Death card. And then Eight of Swords. These professional people who are hired to do all this drama is coming from within the country. It's not from outside the country. Knight of Cups. And Knight of Pentacles. Eight of Swords at the bottom, causing chaos. Look, this is coming. It's a very tight group of people, and they are held very close to the chest. They are funded by certain. Remember, I always say, true power lies not with the king, but with the kingmaker. I do believe this group is funded by the kingmakers. And you have the Death card, and the Death card talks about change, transformation, rebirth, ending, yada yada. But this card also talks about purposefully creating strife, right, where it is lying in right now. And it talks about Eight of Swords, restricting, limiting people, specific intentions. Knight of Cups, then coming around from the back end and offering comfort and offering peace and offering support, and coming in from the back end offering financial aid. So I do believe the people who are funded, the professional troublemakers, are funded by the kingmakers of the political world. So they are clearly it's coming from within, and we are never going to know their identity though. That's for sure. It's not coming from outside the country. These troublemakers are coming from within the countries. So one thing I wanted to say about this psycho Greta Thunberg, y'all. Did you see that thing on the news where she's getting off the boat somewhere in some country, and she talks about how she's donating food and all to all those people, and it's all photo ops, right? She's got this little backpack, and she's handing out burgers or sandwiches or something. Like, if you're really there to provide support to all these people who are struggling, like, you would go there with fully organized with all the whatever. And this is like, she's got a backpack and she's giving out sandwiches or some shit like that. And I'm like, you're such a joke. She needs to hush up and she needs to sit down. You know what I think of Greta Thunberg? Again, this is for entertainment purposes only. These are my observations, my opinions, and allegedly do your own research, do your own due diligence, and draw your own conclusions. Just because I'm saying this, don't come after me and say, oh, what have you done for society? Let me tell you something. I've done a lot more helping, donating my time, supporting organizations, but I don't mention their names. I don't talk about it because I'm not doing it for fame and fortune, and so that my name will be in the news or whatever. And even my parents, we come from a family where we have done a lot of social service. I come from a family that has done, and they continue to. Of course, my parents are gone, but my cousins, my uncles and aunt, they still are in that. We just don't talk about it. We just don't. We just don't talk about it. So, one little bit of information I will give out is my grandma, my great-grandma, my great-great-grandma. She started the first all-girls school in India, in southern India, my home city, my city of birth, and that school is still running, and it has become, they've added its college and all of that. They've added all of that, and my folks, my father, my uncles, they've all been instrumental in supporting an organization, educational organization. Again, it started from nursery to 5th grade, and then they went on to add on multiple, years like 6, 7, 8, 9, and now it's a university. That's another separate entity. So we've always come with this thing inbuilt in us that you have to give back a little something to society, okay? Whatever you can. Do you have to go and donate $1 billion? Yeah, if you can afford to donate $1 billion, do it, happy. But in some way, shape or form, give back a little something. Even be it in terms of volunteering for PATH International, or rescuing horses or dogs, or providing your time, or some way, shape or form. So we just don't talk about. We don't do it for a photo op. But in her, and a lot of people are like that. They, like me, it's do it quietly, right? We're not doing it for the salaciousness or for the fame and fortune. But for her, my opinion of her, this is just my opinion. You have your opinion about me, you're entitled to it. So life's good. I think she is somebody who figured out, rather than go the route of being a TikTok star or YouTube star or whatever, let's latch on to this something, get into the politics of it, because I think her goal is to be known as a political, an individual known on the International Forum for Humanitarian Services. And it's very planned, it's very scripted. Does she have the capacity to actually do it with the genuineness and be successful? I don't think so. Because there's a sense of, and I know people who support her are going to come after it. Well, I say, well, have at it, man. I don't give a fuck. This is my opinion. It's more like she fell into this little niche and then she's running with it. I don't think there's a lot of genuineness about it. Again, it is my opinion. You're entitled to yours. But anyway, I want to do a quick read for her though. Staples like rice and grain are always needed, yeah. Yeah, She went there in a yacht. Like, what the hell, girl? What the hell are you talking about? Let's take a quick look at her. Actually, let me do a reading for her because she's kind of pissed the snot out of me. So let's see what's coming up. Y'all don't mind, do you? What is her full name? Greta. Tintin. That's her name? Tintin. Oh, I'm not doing her name. It's taking, she's got like Greta, Tintin, Eleonora, Emman, Thunberg. No, I can't be bothered with that. January 3rd, 2003. January 3rd puts her at Capricorn. Well, curiosity. Let's do Tintin. Oh my God. Ellie. Oh, Nora. I'm going to do it, y'all, because bit the bullet, right? Emin. Thunberg. Bear with me, okay? And January 32003. Okay. We'll just do it. What the hell? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Nora. Emin. Oh my God. Thunberg. 28. Oh, that's a lot of names. Let's deal with it. Okay, so that's 10 plus 18, 28, 30, 32. Okay, 10, 20, 31, 34. Okay, 10, 15, 19, 23. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 21, 28. That is 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, dear, whatever. She is a, did I say she was a Capricorn? Yeah. Capricorn. So Capricorn. 9th house is Virgo. 10th house is Libra. Yeah, she's yeah, this chick. Saturn right off the bat. Let me go to that screen. Okay. She is creepy, man. You look at her smile. Oh, she's got a target on her back for sure. Then you have Taurus. And then you have the fire card. It's very interesting. Like she's a little girl trying to ride in the fast lane, and I'm like, child, you know. Now, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of young people in that age who are very like, you know, who are awesome, who have the maturity and the capability, and you know, it's not about discriminating or hating her because she's so young. That's not the thing. There are a lot of young people who are much wiser than those twice their age, and vice versa also, right? So that's not the issue here. Hang on, let's do that. She is swimming in waters where there are a lot of shark, and I don't think she understands the gravity of it. Wasn't she all about the the environment and all that, and now she's picked up whatever the heck she's picked up now. And who is she to get involved in all this drama that's going on in the United States? Isn't she a citizen of some other country? I'm like, she was a climate activist. Which country is she from? Some other country, right? In Sweden. Hey, you mind your business. You sit in your country and you deal with your the fact that she has autism makes the risk worse. She likely has misplaced trust is named to the real world and how it works, and is extremely impulsive, not a good. Well, she clearly, okay, let's say this, let's take it back. If she's autistic, I can completely understand what that would entail. But how autistic, and autistic, there's a whole spectrum of it. If she is playing in this kind of a game and she was, all into the environment, and now she's picked this, I'm beginning to think, I'm not an expert, I'm not dissing her because she's autistic, don't get me wrong, and don't try to put words in my mouth. What end of the spectrum is she in? But how bad is her autism that she's able to involve herself in such serious matters on a global level, and do all these things? So she's being supported by people, right? She is definitely being supported. This is not her individual saying, hey, I'm going to go do this and do that. She is definitely being manipulated. And again, just because she's being manipulated doesn't mean she's not responsible for her actions, okay? She is. She may have autism, I don't know what level, what kind, but I don't think her autism is the one that's responsible for the situation she's putting herself in. Oh, YouTube knocked me out. Wow. Oh my goodness. Y'all, did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? My computer, the YouTube just went blank for me for a second there, and it said reload. How odd. So Susie says, no, not oh no, I didn't say you're criticizing me. No, that's not it at all. Susie, I wasn't saying that you're criticizing me. I was just saying that whatever her level of autism is, Susie, I think you misunderstood me. I think Susie thinks I'm upset because she's criticizing. No, I didn't think you were criticizing me at all. You're just stating fact. She has autism. But it's weird. On my end, the computer just, not the whole thing, all the other pages are fine, but my YouTube went white and it says reload. I was like, here we go, YouTube. Okay. Thank you. So she's, it's sad. Autism, it's a difficult thing. But what spectrum? Where? Right? Hi, Delvin. Good to see you. So let's break this down. Actually, let me show the cards. She has. Okay. Once this becomes a regular video, can somebody please put a timestamp as to when the reading for Greta Thunberg starts? Right? But we also have to be careful, right? And again, I'm not her doctor. I'm not the one who diagnosed her. Nothing. You just go off what in the internet you see. But how many people, like for example, let's dial this back, okay? I hate to say this, but it is a fact, and I have wondered about it. How many people claim to have autism but are not clinically diagnosed? And how many people who are actual real autism but clinically they're like, no, you're normal. You know what I mean? So yeah, Ellen, spectrum, yeah. Quirky, yeah. So, Susie says, I'm going to check the autism thing in case I've got a mix. No. I mean, if it is, it is. And if she isn't, she isn't. That's fine, There's a chance we could have. But anyway, let's go past that. Another thing I want to say is, how many times we see people who wear this. Again, this is just my observation. I have a lot of respect for those who serve in a military of any country, right? We have to. This lady or this individual, I think it's whose username is I farted. She goes, "Hey Kirtana, hey, welcome." So, yeah, exactly, Susie. Yeah, I agree with you. Not to get, it's very hard and expensive to get diagnosed. I know, I can imagine. But is clearly autistic. Yeah, it's a whole world out there. You go to a restaurant, or you're walking in a grocery store or somewhere, and you see this gentleman wear a hat that says U.S. Army or VA or something like that. And then I look at them and I go, wait. When you look at and you ask them, where did you serve, they'll be like, Vietnam or Korea or whatever, and you look at them and you go, you don't look old enough to have served in those wars. So I question whether you are genuinely VA or served in Korea or Vietnam, or you're just like using this hat to get some, I don't know, whatever. Sometimes I wondered about it, right? And then there are a lot of people who say US Army or whatever. How do we know that they're genuinely serving the United States Army, or they genuinely retired from that? We can't ask them, hey, show me your card, show me proof, right? So I'm sure there are some people who misuse that, and who it's wrong, it's illegal, it's criminal, but I'm sure there are some people who misuse that, just like the way some people misuse, disability or whatever. So that's very likely, right? I mean, but I'm not saying she's misusing it or she's faking it, because I don't know for a fact if she is or she isn't, so I can't answer that. But I'm just saying, there are a lot of people who do that kind of shenanigans, and that's terrible. So here we have Smiley's new barbiturate. Received. Oh, thank you, Ellen, Sassy Blonde. Oh my God. Gianna, oh my God. Brenda Chick, she did. Oh my God. Ellen, you are just awesome. Thank you so much. Deb Robinson, oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Ellen, you are just awesome. Thank you so much. I so appreciate you gifting memberships. And thank you guys for joining in. It's so cool. So generous of you, Ellen. Thank you so much. Congratulations to the new members. I have to figure out how to give Ellen an extra, a badge or whatever. Yeah, I'm so not into that tech stuff. But Brenda, I haven't seen you in a while, so good to see you. Gianna B, awesome. Sassy Blonde. Smiley's new barbiturate. That's a new name. Deb Robinson. Deb, were you with us before? Again, I'm a bit confused. But thank you so much, Ellen, for your generosity. And welcome everybody to the Real Tarot, the new members. Ellen, thank you. Oh my goodness. She's super, super generous. Hang on, I'm typing. Oh, that won't let me do that. So let's see if I can do it here. Oh, wait, where'd you go? No, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. There we go. Excellent. I don't know how to get out of this. Well, whatever. Thank you. How do I get out of this? God. Oh, never mind. I'll just leave it. Emojis there. There we go. All right. So let's get on with this Brenda chick. So she was born on January 3rd. She's a Capricorn. She's got the 9th house and 10th house active. So 9th house talks about, new beginnings. It talks about conclusions, luck, fortune, higher education, of course, the father, religion, devotion, yada yada, long journeys, etc. And she's got the 10th house, profession, reputation, morals, the environment, government, position in life, success, respect, dignity, etc. etc. So she's got Saturn and the High Priestess. She's got Taurus and the Wheel of Fortune. She's got Fire and the Hangman. So her 9th house is going to be Virgo and her 10th house is going to be Libra. Very interesting, right? Because being a Capricorn, her ruling planet is Saturn, and Virgo is ruled by, whom is Virgo ruled by? Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and Libra is ruled by Venus. So yes, communication is how she's able to speech, convince people, and also presenting herself as a very childlike but yet mature, yet childlike but innocent, but yet smart kind of way. So she's formulated a personality in her head. Like, I don't know about this chick, y'all, I'm sorry to say. But with Saturn and the High Priestess is a moon card, and very intense, deep thinking, deep planning, deep strategic refinement, strategic thought processes, plans, refining, tweaking, coming up with a plan as to how to go about doing these things. And then you have Taurus, and then you have the Wheel of Fortune. Taurus is going to be her. She's a Capricorn. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Taurus is her 5th house. Smart, she's smart. And the Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarius. She's very smart. Shield digger, heels in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th house. A lot of speculation, a lot of she uses her intelligence, her capacity, her ability to change, almost like changing her personality. Like, she's very malleable, she's very quick to change. She's able to switch and present herself in manners that would be appealing to people. She's got that gift. Like, if I were to meet Jane Doe, and I know Jane Doe would be more attracted to somebody who exhibits certain characteristics, I would change my approach to Jane Doe and present myself in such a manner. She has that ability to read people, so that's how she finds a way to endear herself to people. But her support, that's a lot of speculation about her too, right? There's a lot of change, there's a lot of dynamic energy about her, but her wanting to get involved in charitable deeds and all that stuff is fine, but there's a sense of manipulation over there. There's a sense of, with the Wheel of Fortune, there's a sense of okay, I'm doing this now, and in a little bit I'm going to tire of it, and I have to go and find something else. Now let's take a look at Taurus, because she's talking about the drama that's going on within the United States. I'm like, shut your mouth and sit in your country, stay in your country and mind your own business. Don't talk about us. The United States is very capable of taking care of what's going on now in different states. So go back to Sweden and do whatever you do in Sweden, right? I mean, Sweden is not like a totally... there's a lot of drama in Sweden too. Didn't they also have to deal with all those people, forcing themselves into the country, and they also had a lot of problem with illegal immigration and all that stuff, right? Didn't they? Or am I thinking of Switzerland? I don't know. But here we go. So Taurus. So she is a Capricorn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 12 and 11th house, 5 and 11. This chick is, she's going to have to be a little bit careful. She's profiting from this. She is 100% profiting from this. She is like, it's her profession, it's become a profession. She gets a regular income out of this. She has a group of people who are supporting her, and it's almost like she has been set on the stage to go and accomplish. She's a front woman, okay, front person. She has to be careful, because right after that we have the fire card and we have the hangman. The hangman is Neptune, and Neptune talks about confusion, illusion, and dreams, and 5 talks about and 5 is all about speculation. 5 is all about contentiousness and arguments and fighting and this, that, and the other. She's completely under the illusion that she's fighting the good war. She really needs a reality check. She really does. She definitely does. Wait, whose birthday? Somebody's birthday. Happy birthday, Jamie. Wait, I missed it. Somebody's birthday. Happy birthday, Jamie. Where's Jamie? Wait, did I miss it? I missed it. Well, everybody's wishing Jamie happy birthday. So happy birthday, Jamie. Sassy Blonde. Hey, good to see you. So happy birthday. Welcome to all the new members, though. I agree, Marisol. Moonlight Me, lots of solar flares currently, and they are affecting technology, including YouTube. Oh, I didn't know about that. Moonlight Me is again a new name. Welcome to the Real Tarot. I hope you subscribe, and thank you for your continued support. Jamie Arden. Mahalo, Jamie. Good to see you. So let's take a look. Happy birthday. Cece says happy birthday. So whose ever birthday it is, happy birthday. I'll shuffle it back. I just thought about something. Maybe here. Let's do this. Let me finish this. I'm getting ahead of myself, and I'm probably biting off more than I can chew. So let's do this. Let's pull some cards for Greta Thunberg. Greta Thunberg, show me, please. I get 2 over here. Knight of Pentacles and Knight of Cups. She is being backed by somebody, y'all. She is 100% being backed by somebody. Girlfriend, she's got to be careful. She's a little girl playing in shark-infested waters. Yeah, I agree. Then we have 8 of Pentacles. You'll see me shuffling the cards, right? Queen of Pentacles. The Moon card. She is completely delusional, man. She is 6 of Pentacles. Somebody is paying her. Like, she is behind the scenes. She is working for an organization. She is being supported financially. 2 of Pentacles. They were to, after this, okay, let's hang on. King of Cups, right? So, this chick, good Lord. See, 5 of Swords. She's got to be careful. Girl, you got to stay in your lane. King of Pentacles. She's got big people behind her, but they will come right for her. They will throw her to the wolves in a heartbeat if she steps beyond a certain line. So don't for one moment think that she independently. No, I think she is being supported by a specific organization, group of people, and it's a work in process. They are most definitely going to be looking at whether this is working for them or not. She's got options. She will have an issue with some sort of an addiction, whether the addiction is wanting fame or wanting to be in the limelight, or whether the addiction is notoriety, or whether the addiction is just plain water and ice, or whatever. There is some sort of a dependency over there, and there's also a lot of 5 of Swords popping up here. This girl, she's got to be careful. Then you have the Moon card and the 6 of Pentacles. So whoever is supporting her behind the scenes, they are always going to be behind the scenes. See, she's got the King of Cups, King of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords at the end. I do believe that this whole, I do believe her bluff is going to be called. Okay. Tay, good to see you. And she's got the King of Wands. Good Lord, 3 kings that popped out. Yeah, I'm telling you, she is Page of Wands. Three of Cups. The Star card, 100% people are helping, and the Sun card over here. 2, 3, 4, 5, one more card. 100% people are helping her. This is not her own individual doing and stuff like that. And then you have the Hermit card. Look, whoever is supporting her, we got the 3 kings, King of Pentacles, King of Cups, and the King of Wands. Whoever is supporting her behind the scenes, they are going to be pulling the rug out from under her feet pretty soon. But here's the thing. We have the Page of Swords, we have the Page of Wands. There's going to be something that's going to come up in the near future about her associations with certain people. And in terms of the Star card popping up, now she is a Capricorn and the Star card is Aquarius. It's the second house, right? So second house is going to be talking about your accumulated wealth, your earned income. So some sort of a drama is going to pop up as to how much she was paid behind the scenes, or whether that's true or false, we don't know. But that thing is going to come to light because we have the Sun card. It's going to come to light. And then all of a sudden you see the Hermit card. Hermit is Virgo. Then she's going to withdraw and she's going to be like, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th house. She's going to withdraw and she's going to be like, oh, I better go quiet, I better go hide, I better keep quiet to let all this pass over. I'm sorry to say, but my humble opinion, I wouldn't put much stock in her. Plain and simple. That's pretty much it. So y'all, if I should have made a note of what time I started reading for her. If anybody's watching, if you can please put in the timestamps what time the reading changed from, the drama that's going on in Los Angeles to Greta Thunberg in the thing, I would appreciate it. Oh yeah, today's going to be the strawberry moon, y'all. So, congrats, Jamie. This is very interesting. Marisol, we won't mention names, but yes, to a certain extent. Yes, Marisol. So today is a strawberry moon. So they say it's a very. We're not going to see another strawberry moon for another, I think, 2043 is when they're saying we'll see the next strawberry moon. So it's a very special thing. I almost forgot about it. I have to do some meditation and chanting and stuff like that, which I will do when my little sidekick over here lets me be. So set your intentions. If you all have any specific hopes and dreams and whatever, write it down in a book. Right, set your intentions. Cleansing your spaces also. Start by cleansing your space and then doing that. Just go out and enjoy. It's very cloudy. I can't see anything. We've also had some shitty weather the past couple of days. So I don't know if we're going to be able to see the moon or not. I was able to see the moon last night a little bit. So yeah, it's a bit overcast over here also. So I have some manifestations, salt in a jar in your window, yeah. So I've never put salt in a jar and set it by my window. Water I do. So that reminds me I should do that. Thank you for reminding me. So yeah. Do you all have any questions for me, y'all? Let's do some questions now regarding, no personal questions, please. Any specific case? And no, Debbie, you cannot ask me about Karen Reed. Sorry, Debbie. She's so vested in the Karen Reed case. It's like, it's cool because she's like totally into it. I am not. So. Oh my lordy. So, no questions? Nobody has any questions? Come on, for real? Y'all, seriously. Lily and Jack. I did that, Jamie. I already did a reading for Lily and Jack. You need to go watch it. Debbie goes. Y'all, jokes aside, and I'm not complaining, I love it. You won't believe how many mini readings I do for. Debbie and I, we talk a lot about a lot of cases, and she'll be like, oh my God, can you believe this happened? And I saw that video, and you were right, and you were right, and oh my God, which I do appreciate the feedback. So thank you so much for that. So there are a lot of little readings. Like she called me and she said, what do you think about this? And I, channel or do a quick whatever card or whatever. And those things, I wish I am able to record every one of those. And she will attest to it. I mean, Debbie's not afraid to call my bluff if I'm wrong. She's not. So she a couple of days later, she'll be like, can you imagine this? You said this. I remember this. Oh my God. If I could record all of that and post it, there is so much more to these cases. It's unbelievable, y'all. But anyway, so... so Debbie, she had to ask. I think I answered that question. I think there'll be some charges dropped, but they may say, Debbie, I did answer that, I think, in the last reading, but they will say that, they're going to stick something on her just for the sake of it, and they'll be like, okay, fine, time served, okay, fine, or pay a fine or whatever. But they're going to do that just to save their asses. That's basically what it is. Lily and Jack have done that reading already. Go and read. Let's do this. Okay, I'll get to Delvin. Okay, here. So let's go to, I'll do a quick pull for Lily and Jack and see what the situation is. Yeah, it's not going to be a guilty, but they're going to try to stick something on her. They'll try to stick something on her just to save their asses, something really frivolous and ridiculous, and they'll be like, okay, time already served, or okay, you have to do some social service, or you'll have to do some, pay some fines, or whatever. They'll try to redeem themselves by doing something like that. Okay, let's look at Lily and Jack. Lily and Jack, I'll do a quick, what's the current status? I don't believe they found them. Let's see what the current status is. Oh, Neptune, right on top. We'll take Neptune. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are, what's the word? Illusions. Lot of things that are hidden. There's so much more to that case, y'all, about Lily and Jack. So much more to the case. It's going to take a new turn, because not only do we have a lot of confusion, a lot of illusion, a lot of things hidden about the case, but we also have the Fool card pop up which says the case is going to take a different turn. There's going to be some sort of a change and some sort of a, like literally they'll be going straight and suddenly boom, they take a left or a right and something else is going to pop up about this case. It's like the case is getting a new direction, new momentum, new evidence or something. Okay, Lily and Jack. So we have the King of Pentacles right off the bat, Seven of Cups, Eight of Swords. Behind that we have the Three of Wands. Oh wow, we'll take these. Then we have the Magician. Then we have the Lovers. I told you this is something to do with the relationships. And then the Empress. Look, this is very clearly got something to do with the relationship, whether it's the baby daddy issues, the baby mama issues, or whatever the heck issues. Starting off with the King of Pentacles. So King of Pentacles, it's somebody taking the initiative. King of Pentacles could also be the government agency, somebody instrumental, looking at all the options, all the weird stuff that has gone on in this case, people's addictions, where they went, what they did, how they did, how many people are involved in this. And then Eight of Swords talks about putting some restrictions on some individuals is instrumental, because I feel like there's some individual over here who's a flight risk and who's 3 and 3 6 in the middle, some individual over here who's a flight risk and who's integral to the case. So this government agency, this individual is going to put like house arrest or something to limit that person from running away or whatever, because he or she is definitely a flight risk. Then you have the Magician pop up here. Magician is Mercury. It's the, again, trying to not modulate, trying to create a different kind of a narrative. And the Lovers card, somebody over there is going to snitch because they're trying very, very hard to create a narrative that's going to, but no, that narrative is going to fall through the cracks, because it's like, keep quiet. You know, what are you talking about? The Gemini card pops up. It's definitely about the relationships and the Empress. So the mother is also going to be scrutinized. She's going to be right in the middle of all of this. So they're going to go after her, like Five of Swords. Yep. This is Three of Pentacles. People are involved. There's going to be, and then the Knight of Wands. Things going to come really fast after that. And the Sun card, yeah, they'll find the truth. They will find the truth. Ace of Pentacles, they will find the truth. Somebody is going to snitch and the whole thing is going to fall apart. They will find the truth. They will find out what happened to these kids. And yes, somebody's going to, somebody's a flight risk and somebody's going to jail for it too. So there you go. All right, who was the other one? Then, so I answered Debbie's question. Not as nervous as I was. This, I hope she gets a. Yeah, I know. She should be free, man. That's ridiculous. Gianna B says, "Oh, thank you, Gianna. I so appreciate you. Thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you. Did TB's case finish? Wait, who's TB now? You want to donate for a birthday reading for? Oh, who's TB? Y'all, you're talking riddles. Lucinda's in the house. Hi. Went to the garage. I saw a photo of it today. What? Diddy trial. Heard prosecution is ready to rest. Oh, okay. Jamie Harden. That's what she says. Okay, hang on. So did we do Justin Baldoni? Okay, I'll answer it in order, okay? So then Justin Baldoni lost some. What's going on with Justin Baldoni? Let's see. I'll go down the list, okay? Mercury. Ooh, things are changing for him, Baldoni. Quick changes. And with the government agencies, so we know 5 talks about government agencies, etc., etc. Let's see if the whatchamacall card pops up, the Justice card pops up. The Strength card, yeah, there's a tug of war. 9 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. It's a minor setback for him, minor setback. Ace of Wands, 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, 7 of Wands, there's going to be some need to protect himself further, and King of Wands. Look, this guy is going to be fine. Justin Baldoni is going to be fine. When they threw all these other things at what's her face's name? Balake Lively, or that thing always cracks me up. They knew very well that not everything is going to stick, and they are like, fine, we are just going to make her life difficult, so screw her, right? So there is a little bit of a with the Strength card, there is a little bit of struggle with with the powers that be the court or whoever, communication with the court and saying, hey, and now he's been given the chance, look, here are your options. He's a little bit stressed about it, but they're saying, here are your options. Let these go because these are inconsequential, leave it. You stick to the bigger allegation you have against her. Go back and rework it and come back. If you still want to go through with these minor allegations you have against her, go back, rework it and come back. Ace of Wands right in the middle is saying he'll be able to do that. But then he's going to have wish fulfillment, but he's also going to have to defend himself a little bit. So this is definitely going to go to court, and he's going to defend himself, and he's going to defend himself as to why he still wants to go ahead and pursue these minor allegations. And you end with the King of Wands. He'll take action. This is going to be fine. Justin, one way or the other, is going to, if he even has a small setback, that's so inconsequential because at the end of the day, he's going to win, as he should. So, what is this red door? Did John, go through the red door? Okay, I don't know what this red door. If you are asking if John O'Keefe actually went, is the red door the door of the house? If that is it, did he go through the door? Did he go into that? Then I would say yes. But if the red door here means something else, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm curious what's going on with the Idaho, but that's also had a bunch of readings. Yeah, I know. We'll just do a quick pull for it because I did say what questions you have, right? So let's see. Idaho 4. I'm just going to pull a couple cards. What is the current energy around Idaho 4? Water, very emotional type of setup. This wants to come out. Capricorn, yeah, it's all about the indulgences. It's all about the control, the government. Struggle for power. I have to take one more for this. The government, look, it's all about the government. They're playing on emotions, power struggles. It's ridiculous. Seven of Pentacles, they have to work really hard at this case. Two of Wands. The Death card. The King of Cups. And the Page of Cups. Look, this is ridiculous because we have, let me see, we have 5, 6, 10 and 11th houses. So let's take a look at that. 5, 6, 10 and 11. Fifth house is speculation. Fifth house is also talks about, sure, unconditional love, children, speculation. There's a lot of speculation going on. Sixth house, right? And then let's look at the fifth house. Sixth house is all about work, health, discipline, and habits. 5, 6, 10, and 11. Fifth house is speculation, correct? Sixth house is about your discipline and habits, your friends, your enemies, your work, your health, your diseases, your restlessness of mind. Then the 10th house talks about reputation, it talks about father also. And the 11th house is like-minded people, groups and friends, gains from profession, income, etc. Brothers. So there's a lot of speculation going on about the animosity and the enmity between certain individuals in that group of university students. Okay, there's also the main thing is about the cuts and the wounds. How do they? It's not so much who did it or what weapon they use, but why is so much emphasis put on the cuts and the wounds, like created, right? So. Or inflicted on the deceased. Why was a gash here and a why was there a tear, a gash, a stab, a hole? That's the contention. There's a lot of drama surrounding that. Father, the 10th house, something about Also the clothes they were wearing, very, very important. The clothes they were wearing, that's also going to come into question. And the 11th house is a group of friends. It's all about, and profit also, right? Profit from trade. It talks about acquisition of money. So the group of people who are supposedly friends, and how do they profit from it? This talks about money, trade, profiting. So all that's going on. Then you have the Seven of Pentacles. People are working very, very hard. Seven of Pentacles is like, you know it's going to be successful in the long haul, but right now you're not going to see it. But just keep working at it, and you will be successful. But then the Two of Wands pops up, and Two of Wands says, we're waiting to make changes. We're waiting to decide whether we want to travel or move away. And then Four of Swords, yeah, it's retreating, it's resting, it's solitude, it's recovery. It could also mean death, which is the central thing over here. King of Cups and Page of Cups. So the whole thing about this is, another speculation has popped up. Are these kids really deceased? That's a speculation here. That's what I'm seeing here. Are they really deceased? Because there's a lot of talk going on. There's a lot of noise about, no, they're actually giving evidence to the police, so they whisked them away and they kept them safe somewhere. So people are wondering, is this really, are they, where are the bodies? What happened? Did they have a funeral? Where's that? Where's this? Where's the, photographs of the autopsy reports and all? There's a lot of questioning about it. Then you have the King of Cups popping up there. King of Cups again talks about somebody who is very emotionally tied to this case, and I do believe it's one of the individual's dad, followed by the Page of Cups, trying to bring in another element of emotions into the case to distract. That's all I'm saying, nothing more. That's the current situation. That's the current energy about this case. Okay. Okay, so yes, Lucinda, the red door went to the garage. I saw a photo of it today. Okay. They have taken 2 of the prongs for murder, 2 of the table and jewelry proposal charges. Killed. Oh, Turtle Boy. TB is Turtle Boy. Okay, I get that. Okay. I was wondering what TB was. Moonlight me, she restricted a message. I don't know. Wait. Yeah, he definitely does. Oh, she sent me a picture of the red garage door. Hang on, let me see. Who sent me a picture? Deb, it didn't come through, honey. I don't see it. Will you send it again? It's a garage door. The door is a garage door, but it's connected to the house. That hasn't come through as yet, so we'll see. Oh yeah, we can do a reading on that, Kobaga and Bundy. We can do a reading on that. I can do a separate reading for that. Oh, she sent it again. I don't know what's going on, Deb. Deb, who are you sending it to? Like the other day. Oh, now it comes through. I don't know if he actually went in through that door or something, but his fingerprints would be on that. I don't know whether they went in through that way or came out through that way or whatever. But I wouldn't be surprised if his fingerprints are on that doorknob or something like that. But I also think, that wall of something in that, the windows over there, below the doorknob level, I do believe there are some fingerprints. There would have been some blood prints also over there. Okay, that's that. Okay, let's move on. I did the thing for Sebastian Rogers the last time, so an update on that, so I won't do that. Apollo to the defense. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't think Summer's going to be found anymore. There was a small window of opportunity where she could have been found, but I think that window of opportunity is past, but we can look. Summer Wells. Uranus. Yeah, I don't know, y'all. Judgment. I think they'll rest that case, y'all, because that window of opportunity where she could have, and Uranus and Pluto is like, there could be minor, almost resurrections of the case, like bringing it back to the surface, but I don't know. No, sorry to say, I don't think. Six of Pentacles, no. Ace of Wands too, but even though they take the initiative, I don't know if she's going to be really found. They had a window of opportunity, but that's gone. Okay, interesting. Okay, then let's see. Speaking of autism, Kubaga just got a convenient diagnosis in an attempt to remove the. Okay. Maybe says that there is something in the garage that may he's the intention on. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. 100%. Like his DNA will be there. I think Debbie, I had discussed this with you. Either he fell backwards or somebody hit him from behind over there. So, and I did say initially, Debbie, do you remember? I said it was like the weight lifting the bar or the edge of the weight. Remember, Debbie? Debbie can then attest to that. That's a really got a diagnosis. It's convenient. Yeah, it's. Yeah, why won't the judge allow that? That's so bizarre, right? Susie, I'll do a thing on Ted Bundy and this guy. I'll do it in another reading. Compare Ted Bundy and Ryan. We'll do it sometime. Yeah, it's so odd. Yeah.
Delvin had a question. Or did she?
Did you see Rex Human's daughter admitted he might be the kid? Oh my God. Oh my God, Tay, I didn't know about that. I didn't. Hang on, what is this? Let me see. I didn't know about that. Holy moly. Y'all go back and watch my reading I did on Rex Human, y'all. Thank you for bringing it up, Tay. I haven't seen it. I don't have that peacock or whatever, I don't think. Yeah, in the Kennedy case, we know the judge is corrupt as F, right? So, ridiculous, isn't it? Crazy, crazy. All right, y'all. I think if y'all have no other questions, we can shut it down. Wait. Okay, let's go till 8:30. So apparently Rex's daughter comes to the realization in real time but the wife is a total denier. It's crazy. I think she was involved in some way, shape, or form. I wouldn't be surprised if she also could have, considering the age and the age of the girls, come on over, why don't you come home? And my folks are really cool, let's hang out. That sort of stuff. I wouldn't be surprised. But it's crazy, isn't it? I think she guessed something was up. I think the wife was. Diddy trial. Jamie had another question on the Diddy trial. Let's see what the current situation is on the Diddy trial. Sorry, Jamie, I missed it. Diddy trial. What do we have about the Diddy trial? Current energy. Gemini. Very mercurial, very this and that, looking at partnerships, looking at associations. Which way do we go? Communication. Two cards pop up, Temperance and the Queen, the Empress. Wow. Ooh, I'm feeling cold. Pretty windy and dark outside. I don't know if we'll be able to see the strawberry moon though. Current energy and P. Diddy's case. Current energy. Show me the current energy. Five of Pentacles. Not looking so good for him, dude. Death card. Oh my goodness. Not looking good for him. Seven of Swords. Ten of Wands. Not very good cards at all, man. The Moon card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more card, please. Knight of Cups. Look, this is not looking for Diddy one way, shape or the other. There's Gemini, it's mercurial, a lot of speculation. But then if you take the third house also, third house talks about communication, wanting to print, to edit, to alter communication, to edit communication, to try to rework it. And then you have the Temperance card, and they're like, okay, we really need to work very hard to be able to find a balance over here, because with the Empress card coming at the back, it's like there's a lot of support, a lot of abundance to the evidence. So we have to modulate. We can't just completely deny everything, because look at the evidence. There's a lot of evidence. We have the Five of Pentacles. This guy, he will be bankrupted, but then again, he's very smart. He has siphoned off his money. His family is going to be fine. He basically signed off everything to everybody else, so that, his family, his kids, so that if they go after him and sue him, he'll be like, oh, I filed bankruptcy. But still, the poverty thing showing here is saying that no matter how much they try to manipulate or do whatever, he's still in the doghouse. He's not coming out of that. The death card popping up here is like, nah, it's you're at the end of the line. Nothing he can do at this point in time that's going to turn back the clock, and he can say, well, I'm innocent, I'm not everything. I also said this a couple of times in the past. I would be very concerned for his safety and security while he's in prison. They really got to watch it. Either somebody will make an attempt to take him out, or he will take himself out. We have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, it's all about the betrayal, feeling overwhelmed. Even his family members are going to be leaving him. There is going to be a lot of betrayal over there. He's going to feel very, very betrayed and overwhelmed with the burden. And the Moon card popping up here. The Moon card over here says, look, there is no way out of it. Like, you have to be careful of deception. You're feeling lost. There's a element of also being self-sacrificing, but that's not going to be appreciated. You may try to pitch I'm self-sacrificing type of thing, and I'm sacrificing myself to protect certain other people. You may do all those things, but that's like Knight of Cups following in the end. It's like, yeah, you may do all of that. You may try to pitch an image of, dude, I'll take the fall for this or whatever, but at the end of the day, he is guilty of whatever he's been accused of, absolutely. he's still going to try his very best to make some proposals or offers or something, negotiate. So there is a chance that even though he may come across as saying, look, you guys, trying to protect the other criminals, I'll take the fall for you, he's also going to have some behind the scenes proposals for them, so that he will give up some information, because they will definitely put pressure on him to give up some names. He will give up some information, but not enough to incriminate some other real criminals. And let's take one more card. Let's take one more. Oh, yeah. 8 of Wands. It's going to change swiftly. There's some quick changes coming about his case. There you go. Okay. Tressa Jacob, I apologize. New name. Welcome. So, could have even been a family thing with Rex. Yeah, I think I said that. I feel that too. What is she saying? I think she guessed something was off. Okay. I think the wife, okay. It's insane levels of denial. Yeah, whatever. Diddy's lawyer ditched him. Okay, I can ask that question. What's going to happen with Diddy? I answered that question. That's what makes a country great. You can burn off flag, and that is your right as an American. I don't know with Tressa Jacob whether I think that's a good. I have my own opinions. Of course, you're entitled to yours, but see the flag, in my opinion, and again, this is just my opinions, right? We don't have to get into an argument about it or be mad at each other or anything. It's just my opinions, just as you're entitled to your opinions. The flag is symbolic of this nation that is providing me with an environment where I can survive and thrive. And why would I disrespect it? So that's my opinion. By burning the flag, that means like, I don't give a flip about this country. That's what I'm saying if I burn the flag. The very land that is giving me an opportunity to thrive and survive. Yeah, it's not all fair, I get it, but why would I disrespect this nation? Right? So, I agree. So, I agree. What was the question I was going to look at? Diddy's lawyer ditched him. Hang on. I will look into this. Katrina, no, it's Kirtana. Brenda, okay. Kirtana. That's how my name is spelled. Okay, spelled. So we were going to look at what's going to happen. No, we did. Does anybody know why Diddy's lawyer ditched him? Susie Q. Okay, we can Saturn. He felt restricted. He's like, no, you're trying to restrict. Oh, do. Okay. He felt restricted, and also there was some other shit that was going beyond the scenes that he wasn't made aware of, or he didn't know. Something came up, some sort of control, manipulation, addiction, something else transpired that he was not made aware of, and he's like, yeah, you can't do that. You can't keep things from me. Screw that. Page of Wands. The Empress again. and the Four of Cups. No, he's like, no. He's like, no, the excuses you're giving me is not enough. This, I need to know fucking shit, every single thing. Every single thing if you truly want me to represent. He also felt like he was manipulated. So Diddy's attorney felt like he was manipulated, and he's like, I'm out of here. Screw you and the horse you rode in on. So, alright. That's okay. That's okay. Actually, you know what? It's not okay. I do appreciate it if people spell my name correctly. One thing I'll say, and don't get me wrong. This is something I've had to teach myself. Would be like, oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's okay. I'm not talking about every single little things, but something that's very personal to you. Your identity is you, right? Your name is whatever. So when people mispronounce your name or whatever, I've learned to say, earlier I used to be, you know what, I would correct everybody all the time. Then for a brief period of time, I was like, just let it be, like, my name is different. It's not a usual, a common name in America. People tend to, butcher it. But surprisingly, Europeans, for some reason, are able to say my name correctly and pronounce my name correctly. And quite a few people here also get it right. But for the most part, they don't. And then I realized, hold on a second. I take the time to, like when somebody's talking to me over the phone, I say, hey, what's your name, by the way? And they say something and I feel like I haven't heard it. I always ask them to spell it out for me. And I write it down so I get it right. Because for me, your name is your identity. That's who you are, right? That's how the world knows you, right? So I want to be able to address these people correctly and appropriately and respectfully. And then I realized, then why is it when somebody mispronounces my name, I'm like, oh, it's okay. No, I have to walk the talk, right? So that's when I was like, I'm going to go back to my earlier days where I would be like, no, I would correct them. So, do you get what I'm saying? Again, this is not to pick on you or anything like that. I'm just saying because, yeah. No, don't apologize. No, I'm not mad at you. That's what I said. Don't think that I'm picking on you. Please. That's what I said, Brenda. I'm just explaining. I explained, you heard it, you said it, you're fine. This isn't meant to pick on you, so don't feel like that. Every one of you, I think, will understand like how important the name is, right? Do you agree? Like spelling it right, saying it right, addressing people by their appropriate, however they'd like to be addressed by their name. I'm not talking about their he, she, they, them, that sort of stuff. I'm not getting into that. By their name, right? So, and Brenda, don't think I'm picking on you. I'm just explaining myself. So, it's all good. We will, I corrected you, you acknowledged it, you apologized, and we're good. It's all good. It's not a big thing. We're good. Just explaining myself. So, there's also a big thing between Susan and Suzanne, right? So that too, I always say like S-U-S-A-N or S-U-Z-A-N-N-E or Anne, is it A-N-N or is it A-N-E or A-N-N-I-E? There are little things like that. I pay attention to it, so it's all good. For a lot of people, they were like, big whoop. We all have our own like thoughts and our own opinions about these things. It's also, again, I'm not picking names like Deborah. Is it D-E-B-R-A or is it Deborah? D-E-B-O-R-A-H. Oh, I'm sure you do, Brenda. Brenda, please don't think I'm picking on you. I know. It's just a conversation, not picking at all. Moonlight Me says, totally agree, importance of getting names right. Yeah, that would piss me off. Yeah, exactly. So I gotta say this, Susan. Some people just assuming your name is Sue. I'm like, I remember one time, it's happened a couple of times. The first time it happened was at a work kind of environment, and this guy, he kept calling me Karina, Katrina, Carrie, something. And I kept correcting him and I spelled it out and he still couldn't get it. So I don't know whether he was just being a douchebag or he was just thick in the head. Probably a mixture of both. And so finally I wrote it down and he goes, "Oh, I'll just call you Kitty." And I was like, "Sure, but don't expect me to respond." You should have seen the freaking look on his face. The look on his face. Because by then I had it. I'm like, this guy is like, he's really like being an asshole, or he's just plain idiotic, or like I said, a combination of both. I said, "Sure, but don't expect me to respond." And for the rest of that period of time where I was interacting with him and certain other people, he always addressed me as ma'am, whereas everybody else called me Kirtana. So there was another one where somebody said, actually it was a date I went on years and years ago while in my California days. He kept calling me Kiratina, Kirtina, or Katrina. And and then I corrected him and he goes, "Well, I'm confused. Which is it? Is it Kiratina or Katrina?" I said, "It's neither." And he goes, "What do you mean?" He got all offended and he goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "It's neither. It's Kirtana." And he said, "Well, I like Katrina because it reminds me of, Russian whatever. Katrina apparently is a Russian name or whatever. So I'll just call you Katrina." And I just looked at him and I said, "Well, I suppose you're dating the wrong person. Yeah, maybe you should start dating some Russians and have at it, man." And I was like, "Thank you for your time. You have a great rest of the day." I just got up and I left and said, "Fuck this asshole." We met at a coffee shop. I still remember where that coffee shop is. I'm not going to mention the name, but it's very close to the coast, like literally Harbor Boulevard in Southern California. I won't mention the city. I know it wasn't Starbucks. And I just got up and I left and I was like, right across this coffee shop used to be a bank. So I had some work over there. So I went across, I did my business and I just left. I was like, "Fuck this guy." Who gives? I'm not going to be wasting any time with you. Like, not any more time than I've already spent here with you. I'm like, dude, whatever. Right? So, yeah, that's what gets me. It's a purposeful disrespect, right? It's, so, little experience. So, maybe last month I made a trip to 200 miles from my home to meet with somebody. Went to meet some friends halfway, and I stopped. Mark and we stopped at this Slovaks or whatever. It's a little like a bakery store type of thing, and they have a gas station like Bucky's. And I like that place because they serve some good food and they have all those bakery things which I had to freaking die for. And so whenever I go that way, I try to stop because they have fudge and this and that, and Mark enjoys all that, kolaches and fudge and all that stuff. So I try to stop and get him some, and also get me they have these sausages on a stick which is stuffed with jalapenos and cheese and like different varieties wrapped with bacon. Oh my goodness, it is a carnivore's keto diet friendly kind of stuff. So I love it. And so I stopped and this lady looks at me and she goes, "Yes, sir, how can I help you?" And I just smiled at her and she goes, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." She goes, "I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." She was so embarrassed and she goes, usually it's the guys who come through because they come, they fill up gas, they come in, they get their cup of joe and they get their whatever, their kolache or whatever to go, and they're driving and they're drinking and eating. And she goes, "I am so sorry, I'm so sorry." And I just smiled at her, and then she was like, explaining herself. I said, "You don't need to explain yourself, but I know for a fact I was born a woman and I will die a woman." And then she just looked at me like, "Whoa, is this customer getting a little like what's the word? Taking it too personally?" And I said, "I'm just saying, it's she and her, And then we busted out laughing anyway, and the whole situation was diffused. And then Mark pops up and he goes, "I can vouch for it." She is. And they were like, "Oh my God." So that was a fun thing. So girl, you can't mistake me with my boobies over here and stuff. They can't. But that was a genuine faux pas because they do get a lot more male customers than female, obviously. So, poor thing. So, people ask me if my name is Suzanne, and I'm like, yeah. So, oh, those kolaches are great. The fudges are great. Everything. Oh my God, that place is like awesome. I don't know about coffee though. I'm a little picky about coffee, but of course, the past couple 2-3 weeks, I really have not. I've laid off my coffee, but yeah. So anyway, y'all, let's yeah. He comes out with some of these one-liners at times, and I'm like, oh my God, just shut up, stop talking, don't even go there, keep quiet. So anywho. So, all right, y'all. I said 8:30. Now we're at 8:45. So I will thank everybody for being here. I do appreciate y'all. Oh, I wanted to give you an update. The case I read about that Angelina Petra Resendez who went missing at the naval station or something. I got a text message from Araceli, and she was saying, yeah, they found her body, and they confirmed DNA testing. But let me just say, because let me see. A relief that mom will have her, and better than an unknown where is my daughter situation. And I say I agreed. So they several, yeah, in report, okay. So they found her in the Broad Creek area of Norfolk. So there is some water behind that. I saw the aerial image. There's water behind that, and now they are. Brenda, you're too funny. She goes, booties, and she corrected herself. Yeah, well, losing weight does that to you, right? So they found her, they did a DNA, and they confirmed it was her. Now they're waiting on the rest of the autopsy results as to the cause of death, because they have to do toxicology and this, that, and all that stuff, right? So, and I have to say, rest in peace, sweet girl. It's terrible. I feel so bad for, and she's such a sweet, pretty looking thing, and also the family. I mean, good Lord, you go to work and you don't come back. Like, what the hell? So prayers to her family. I hope they find the strength to get past this. Although I can't imagine how difficult it could be for them, right? It will be for them. I mean, so again, rest in peace, Angelina, Petra, descendants, and whoever the culprits are. I hope they catch them. I hope they, I don't think it's a natural causes or suicide. I don't think so. So thank you, everybody. Susie, yeah, I was just thinking, I haven't seen her in a long time, and here you pop up. Good to see you. So thank you, Real Fam. And oh God, I can't type to save my life today. Real Fam. And thank you to Ellen for sponsoring some memberships. She did it the last time, she did it again. I so appreciate you. Thank you so much, everybody who has donated, and I got somebody donated some money also over here, didn't it? So thank you so much. Gianna B, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Ellen Ayers, right? She sent 5 memberships. So each and every one of y'all, thank you so very much. If I don't mention your names, don't be offended. But blessed be to everybody. Help me build this channel up. I would truly appreciate it. Where is this emoji thing, man? Seriously, people. There we go. I don't know, what is this weird thing? They have a heart within a circle, and then they have, I don't know what this means, but I'm just going to put it because that's what I want to put. So thank you for your support. Thank you for your ongoing support, for your participation, your comments, your thumbs up, and And please use those links I have on my description for Amazon. By the way, y'all, whatever I have on the Amazon storefront, there are very few items, which I'm slowly going to start adding more items. But you may not want those items, which is fine. You may not want anything, which is fine. But once you go and you see the items on that and you don't like it, but then you happen to, in the same browser, you happen to look at other things on Amazon and you buy anything else, I do get a 1% depending on what item you buy. So full disclosure over there. And also there's some percentage discounts on the peptides. So I don't think I get anything from the peptide thing. You just have a discount code. So again, full disclosure. So thank you so very much, everybody. You'll have a good night. Stay safe. Have a great rest of the week. Okay? Bye for now.